Hi, this is Sherry Veronica. Last night on Linda Moulton Howe, her show took on a very somber approach. She was quite serious and she showed her younger self when she was in the field and doing investigations, where she spoke to ranchers and she talked about the cattle mutilation and how the cuts were precise, how clean they were, and people in the area reported seeing the animals being they lifted up into the air, like floating up into the air, and they go into craft and just disappear. And one person even said that she remembers being taken into the craft and that the people in the craft told her not to be afraid, that they need to take samples and they must do it because it's for the survival of the world. It's important. It's not only a matter of them scaring you, but it's a necessity. And they told her that although they have to kill some cattle, it's important, they need to do whatever experimentation and testing that needs to be done. And it was very somber because even her audience started to move a little differently. Like, for instance, they were more serious with their questions and no joking around. Very somber evening. I would invite you to go on Earthfiles and listen to last night's show. She also had an interview with Edgar Mitchell. He was an astronaut and he talked about aliens, and he says that they do exist and the government needs to come clean with people. And she even said that. She says she respects the government. She's very patriotic and that kind of stuff. But she says that the truth has been under embargo. She says the truth is something that is secreted away and people should be told the truth. And yeah, it was a very serious show last night. In fact, I watched it twice. And if I don't write things down, it just goes right through you because it is so remarkable and so unbelievable and it's so believable and it's so scary, but not scary because I have to speak for myself. I like to know the truth. I want to know everything. Just, hey, hit me up with the truth and let me know what this is all about. But last night's show was serious and she talked about the recent cattle mutilation, very recent in Texas, which I thought she would have talked about last week, but she got to it this week. And again, I invite you to go to Earthfiles on YouTube, and the host is Linda Moulton Howe, and she starts and she ends with, "We are not alone in the universe. We are not alone in the universe." This is something that I knew as a child. As a little girl, I knew that there was more than my mom and dad knew, and that if they didn't know it, they could not tell me about it. And I knew that. I knew that from the time I was very young. But she is 100% the person to go to when you talk about field experience and field investigations and, talking to people and the sheriffs and the police telling her that what is happening to the cattle is done. What is happening is done by aliens. That is what the police and the people that do investigations in these places would tell her when she goes to investigate. These things are happening from aliens who come from the sky. From the SKY, the sky. So yeah, we live in a world that may be bigger than we think it is. Even the earth may be bigger than we think it is. And things live in the clouds, things live in the sky, things live under the ocean, under the mountains, in the earth. Every place is occupied, and we are blind. We go through this world very blind. There are a lot of things around us that we cannot see, we cannot detect. So, yeah, that's it for last night on Linda Moulton Howe. Isha Veronica.